RPMs. Well, about 8 to 9. And that's where the good ones come up. I can pop a little bit on 7. That's about it. But like my throttle ups, man, they suck. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I just can't get throttle ups down. But I'm getting the clutch ups though. And honestly, those are the ones that matter. Those are the pretty ones. Today, instead of doing the basic lap around town like we usually do, I decided that, or I asked him if he wanted to ride out here to the country and check it out. We usually just stick around here in town, but swap it up a little bit this time.
What? I know you heard me. I literally didn't. I got music playing. That's right. You shouldn't be. It's against the law. No, it's not. It's not against the law. No.
Sitting at the gas station and heard you take off from the light and you don't even know how to ride your motorcycle, what it sounded like to me. Or it wasn't shifting right. But he said coming through town, y'all in and out of traffic driving reckless. So y'all know that y'all can go to jail for that?
Yes, sir. Okay. Can I say one thing now?
Absolutely, let's hear it.
So I know what you're referring to. Whenever
all 3 times.
I can't recall. To our back left, you were there, and then there's a car here, and there was probably going about 35 right there. Maybe like 300 meters after Gaddis. He's going 30, 35 in the 40. So I got on my left and I passed him. Granted, the car up here was kind of close, but it wasn't like they were like this. They were about like this. I got over here, properly
still made it improperly. I'll explain it to you.
Okay. That's the end of that right there. Okay. And then
so the first time when y'all took off at the light from Lowe's and you crossed over South Main, you left the light, both of y'all hauled ass. There's one right there. Now I don't have a radar in my POV, but I guarantee y'all are both doing well over 55. Because it took me 60 to try to catch up to you to see your tag. Well, I can't read your tag because it's improperly placed on the motorcycle, number one.
I wasn't aware of that.
Well, you are now, but I'm going to tell you, okay? Now I pulled up to you beside him, and I knew he could hear me, or I thought he could hear me. And I said, y'all need to ride like you got some damn sense. And I said that. When I got up to the red light, you said you couldn't hear me because you were listening to music. You ain't supposed to be listening to damn music on a motorcycle. And if you took a motorcycle test, it's on the test.
I didn't. But can I ask?
Hang on a second. Then, when you decided to cut off in front of that car, because I was doing 42, because I happened to look. And then he decides to try to catch up to you and does the whole hand thing, and then you get in behind him. If that car in front of me wasn't been paying attention, your ass would be on the pavement. And then I would be in the back of that car, right? Then the second time y'all did it, both of y'all cut the cars off because she slammed on the brakes and I had to slam on the brakes. If y'all don't know how to ride these motorcycles, stay off the road. Because if I was in my patrol car right now, I'd write both y'all for reckless driving, I'd take you to jail, make you OR out, and I'd tell you box. That's why I got mad. Because if you don't know how to ride them, stay off the road.
Can I ask for clarification though? Because I didn't know. I was aware that having headphones in was illegal. I wasn't aware that the Senna playing music in the helmet was illegal.
So you didn't hear him behind you with the lights and siren on because you couldn't hear him.
Yeah, you couldn't hear me at all. I had to get right up on you and turn my fast siren on to get you to hear me. And I don't know if you can still hear me or not, but you may have seen my blue light in the rearview mirror or side mirror or whatever, and that may have been why you slowed down.
Whenever you came up and you done the different zone or whatever it was,
yeah,
that's whenever I
had to turn that one on to get you to hear me.
Right, I'm gonna pull up my wallet.
I got you.
So he turned his lights and sirens on right as he passed the ballpark back there before the fire station.
So he is correct. Your tag mounted wrong.
Okay. See, I wasn't aware of that because
I got you, but just And here's the deal: just because they sell it, don't mean it's DOT approved.
I actually got it like that, and
I
even like I'll agree with you on that. I didn't think it was legal at first, and then I got pulled over for going like 3 over out in like right outside the back gate of Fort Stewart.
Yeah.
And he looked at my plate and he was like, oh, 1 second. And he like bent down like that and read it. I was like, if it was illegal, I figured he would have told me. But he like,
What are you talking about on Fort Stewart?
it was outside the gate in the back. It was a I think it was not a state trooper. It was like a normal patrolman. But he looked.
Deputy?
Maybe. I'm not sure to be honest, sir. But
Yeah,
he
on a
looked and I
motorcycle,
figured.
it's supposed to be here.
Okay. What
A
about
lot
whenever?
of people put exhaust that comes out right here.
Yeah. Those
they
actually come
move-
stock on these bikes.
I know, but and they move their tag, and technically, go ahead, Hunter. When they move their tag, I'm 10-4. They still have to have their tag right here.
Okay.
A lot of the guys will put them back here too. That's illegal too.
What
We
about
can't
whenever
see
it's
'em.
right here and it's straight up like that? I've seen that before. Still no?
It's got to be right here.
Okay.
It's got to be right.
So
Oh,
where's your
yeah.
tag light at?
My tag light?
Yeah, because it wasn't working either.
Where's your
see,
rear turn
There you go.
Turn
There you
signal's
go.
right here.
Gotcha. It's all integrated.
Yeah.
And like he's saying, your tag light made perfect. If it's right here, when you got your tail light on, it should illuminate your tag at some point.
Okay.
Alright. I don't think there's a tag. On the stock ones, when they come with that big bracket on the back where you put your tag.
Not all the bikes come with tag lights.
Yeah,
Every
they
bike
have
comes with a tag light from the factory. They
But-
can't sell it in the United States without a tag light.
So-
It has to be illuminated from 50 feet.
What headphones we got in here?
It's a built-in Senna. It's a
Okay.
Bluetooth connected device. The device
Gotcha.
itself is legal and everything. It's for communicating. Like, say he had one too, I'd be able to talk to him from my bike to his
I
bike.
got you. And there's headphones right here.
It's
So they're not in your ear.
no, they're not in my ear. There's speakers that are inside the helmet.
Okay.
From what I understood, that was legal, but
Just
I'm
have it turned down just a little bit, because if
Okay.
you can't hear my siren behind you as close as I was,
yeah, that
it's probably
that-
a hazard.
It was too loud at that point.
Especially if somebody's beeping the horn at you. I know good and well
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to hear the horn if you couldn't hear my siren, because you can see where my siren's mounted
Yeah.
and all that.
Guys, listen, I'll say this. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm gonna do my thing.
Okay.
But
I'll give you mine.
we've had
Okay.
had way too many fatalities in Liberty County since January. Not just on the interstate out there, but right here. 196, we've had 3, 2 of which were on motorcycles. A guy got killed not too far from here. Okay? And I'm gonna look up the code section to double check it. But as far as music in your ears, you can't have music playing inside your helmet because you can't hear the noise around you.
Yeah.
It's hard enough with a helmet on, unless you got music playing.
Yeah, I
And
get
let's
that.
say he's trying to say, hey man, you missed our turn, and on top of that, you got music playing. So it's a safety reason, not just for you, but for other people.
Yeah.
You know,
I get that.
and I get hot, and I'm telling you, I ride, okay, and I get hot when I see guys on bikes cutting in and out of traffic because y'all think it's cool, and just because you're in a hurry, and you know you can outrun just about every car that you guys passed. You know. But God forbid you guys would have sideswiped the back of her car, or you, because you were the closest. But she had to slam on the brakes because you were trying to keep up with him.
Yeah, I did. That was my fault on that part. I didn't put an account on
he's
him
grown.
being right there.
I mean, he followed you, and he shouldn't have. But you expected them to slow down for you, right? And you shouldn't be that way. That's reckless driving and improper lane change. Now, I saw it. I visually observed it. I'm not in my car, so I can't write you. But if he decides to write you, he can, and it's legal.
Okay.
And whenever the court date he sets, you guys want to come to court and argue the fact, I'll be there, because they'll subpoena me to court. But at bare minimum, you should get an improper lane change ticket. And I think both of y'all should agree with that. And if you don't, something's wrong. You know, I know everybody likes to ride, everybody likes to have a good time, but at what point do you sacrifice the safety of y'all and the other people on the roadway? Because if I wouldn't have been paying attention, when she hit the brakes, I would have hit her. You know, both y'all military? Yeah. What would happen if you guys got a reckless driving ticket, towed your bikes, and y'all went to jail and you had to OR out? Because once you OR'd out, they call the MPs, and the MPs will come pick you up. And then what happens? Is it worth it? Or the safety of y'all? You don't have no protection around you on these things. Y'all know that. You know? I I get pissed off real fast. I got a short fuse, and I know I came off wrong, but it's because my job is not just to protect me, but y'all and everybody else around me. We could have easily had an accident back there real quick, and we get them every day that we're on shift. An accident is preventable 99% of the time. If everybody's driving right and like they got some sense, nobody would get hurt. Does that make sense? Yeah. And your other mirror's supposed to be on there.
I thought it was only one.
How many did it come with?
Say again?
How many did it come with?
It comes with one, but
Maybe two. It comes with two. Right.
But
And
maybe
it's
it's 8. And yet it's one.
So here's the deal. If you have a mirror on the bike and you have one, technically it should be on the left-hand side. Now, if it comes on the vehicle from the factory, it's supposed to be on there and it's supposed to be operational. So, I mean, he ain't gonna write you for the mirror, and I would, but I would tell you that you should put another mirror on there, especially on that bike. You know, the tag's supposed to be mounted properly, horizontal, not vertical, like it comes from the factory, with a tag light where it can be seen from at least 50 feet at night. In the daytime, you don't have to have a tag light. However, you can get pulled over if the tag light is not working. Most people are not going to pull you over for just a tag light during the daylight hours, but if it comes like that, it's supposed to be on. Okay? The only time I would stop somebody on a motorcycle ride with a tag like that is if you're riding at night and I can't see you. Does that make sense? Yeah. It has to be visible. If it's not visible, it doesn't like that. And I don't know how yours is, but yours is not on the factory tag either, is it? On the bracket.
That's factory. Yeah.
Yours is down on the side, turned up and down.
No, that's a stock. Bracket, stock.
That's a Kawasaki 800.
No,
Is yours turned like this or is it up and down? Is it? On the right hand side?
That's great. Great job. Special surprise.
Bro,
I was thinking about that while we were standing there. I was trying not to laugh. I was like, oh, I didn't think he was going to get us pulled over. No, that view was driving pretty reckless too. It was just like flying down. I ain't going to fight it. Fuck it all. They really can't really do anything. The police got in touch with me. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Cat season, baby.
Alright, so I stopped you based on his observation, okay? So, and that's perfectly lawful, okay? One officer to another, okay? He witnessed it, whether he's on duty or off duty, he has that authorization to let us know and we make contact with you or whatever else, okay? Because I stopped you and I didn't verify that the violation happened, he did. Technically, I could write a ticket, put his badge number on it, and he'll show up in court, and we'll go from there. But I'm gonna issue y'all both warrants, okay?
Okay. Sure.
I know he's been a little aggressive with you, but he's serious. All right. We don't like seeing people on the side of the road or in the road or in the ditch dead. Okay. We have worked way more fatalities this year than we did last year, and it is only March. Okay. These motorcycles are dead. Okay. And I know. I mean, obviously y'all can ride them if y'all driving like retards up there in Huntsville. So y'all know how to ride them. Just what he meant by riding them is ride them respectfully. Okay? Have some respect for things because they'll kill you. Not to mention will they kill you, but the other people in this road will kill you. They will hit your ass. And that's what he was talking about with your headphones. If you can't hear me, you got to find a different way to kind of be a little better than that. Okay?
I'll definitely make sure it's a lot lower.
You got to be aware of your surroundings when you're riding in. Okay. Visually and as far as hearing. Okay. But y'all are good to go. Appreciate y'all stopping. Appreciate y'all's cooperation. Letting him give you an ass chew and all that. I mean, hopefully it helps. Y'all just be safe, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right?
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Be safe,
I like you got some sense. So
I would have stopped. I thought you were some crazy person for a second. You look dangerous. I don't know if I want to. Well,
Hey, it's understandable. I mean, he's a deputy, but you don't know that.
no, you know, I understand though.
Well, this is why I had to stop. riding 50 miles an hour all the way out here. But anyway, I'm done preaching, man. Y'all just ride like you got some sense, all right? Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm gonna stay right here until y'all get going. That way nobody thinks y'all that hard.
Okay.
I got you, buddy.
I appreciate. This hill don't help.
It doesn't at all. You ready?
Yeah. I just got to get to where I can face that way.
I know, you're good.
There we go. I appreciate it. Thank you.